I've had a few people reach out on social media and say, yo, I thought I was the only one that felt like this, or yo, I can totally relate to that. And that's it's good to know that things that we've gone through and the things that we're currently going through on as far as mental illness goes, people can relate to because for so long we've sat individually, not knowing exactly each other's problems and said, "Yo, I'm fucked up. I know the way I feel isn't right." But we've always been too afraid to come forward and tell anybody. In the black community and in most minority communities, the traditional way we handle mental illness is to sweep it under the rug, try to act as normal as possible, and if a family member does something outrageous, like say P just disappearing for 2 days in Opelousas and telling some random country broad he's gonna marry her, um, that becomes crazy, crazy cousin P, and we never seek out treatment. It's like don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. And it's good to know that we're in a place in 2019 where we can have these conversations openly and not worry about being judged because some of the things that we feel and that we've gone through 10 years ago, I would have never like spoken a word of them, So it's good to know that our stories and the things we talk about, people can relate to. So we're going to try to continue to be a little more personal as far as mental illness goes and, continue to talk about our experiences. I mean, next episode maybe we'll talk about an in-depth conversation about psychiatric medicine that we've taken because we've kind of glanced over it a few times but never really got in depth. So stuff like that because I'm sure there's someone out there that's taken psychiatric medicine that says, yo, I had these same experiences and nobody believes me, or I'm too afraid to speak up because I'm already viewed as crazy. So, just wrap it up with that. P, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, Dan. I think it helps a lot for people who are going through things to have, others who can relate to them, even if it's just two strangers on a podcast like us. It helps. You don't feel like you're so alone. You don't feel like an outcast. You don't feel like you can't tell anyone or you have to keep a secret. And like we were saying in a few instances tonight about recklessness, when it starts to get to things like that, where you're actually doing unhealthy, unsafe, or just dangerous things, you really, really don't want to be in a position where you feel as though you got to keep it a secret. You want to have someone you can trust and talk to, or just even just have some kind of comfort in knowing that, you know, it's not as abnormal as you may think.